23 gets the green flag, and he's definitely going to be the first down to the first corner, but will he be the first off of it? A little bit of an approach from third place. Oh, no. Wow. Clear around the outside. Wow. Where did money come from? He's there, and he's almost fully side by side. He gets a nose ahead, leaves space at the second apex. It carries on down, up into Renault. He's got the inside. You'd think that'd be the way to go, but the corner just opens up as they start to accelerate away.
Watch how close this gets. Andrew Hardman, king of going up the inside, decides to go around the outside, overprotected going into there. Hardman actually in the lead at this point. Waring comes back and says, nope, I'm not letting you have it. I'm taking one of the 10,000 lines and going through 10 and gets back into the lead.
Indeed they do, and here we go. 3 wide down the Mulsanne straight. They are going to swallow up Marco Kayla, and that means Gernot Frisha and Jukka Tolonen are going to be there. But now as the draft comes out of play, Marco Kayla is going to be able to take the inside. They're 3 wide.
There's the hit. That's the trouble, and this is going to be Youngblood who somehow keeps the car going from there. That might just be save of the year.
Here is the replay of that. Yeah, the little tip there from Van Rassel. Ooh, talk about some narrow margins from Stephen Orrell.
This is full drift here from the Japanese driver. Watch this. Unreal. Watch from Nathan's view. Wow. Wow.
You heard that exasperation out of me, Joe. A bad push there, catches it, taps from behind, completely sideways, massive opposite lock, and he keeps it pointed the right way.
And was that Reynolds? Whoa! Does he catch it? Does he catch it?
Of course he does.
He
Like
gets
Reynolds.
it. Got the inside. Does Leskala send it deep? Yes, he does. He knows he's going to have to force Rolla a little bit wide, but he leaves him space. Rolla gets the inside, coming down to the Sachs curve, but he's timid on the brakes, and almost a Vettel situation there with Jukka Leskala taking it deep, but somehow he holds on, and they carry on this side-by-side battle. Holding station with each other, but this side-by-side battles carries all the way down into Mercedes. That's Suarez to the inside, and Suarez can't quite get it done. West continues the attack, and as it switches back into the right-hander, no, he's not going to be brave enough. As still side-by-side through multiple corners now. He's going to move instead off to the outside, try to open up the corner, and wow, great move from Oliveira. Can he get this one right back? Cavisto's not done, but he carries the speed well. Oh, nearly. Once again, banging doors. Inside for Piper. If he can keep it on the track, he doesn't. Oh, wheels spinning up the grass as Cavisto somehow doesn't get into the wall. 3 wide down into Hobbs, and diving it deep. Olivier really wants that spot. He is making Cavisto fight for this one, and he is going to wear out that car to his inside at this rate. We're still side by side with Sanchez, though. He's given it another go. Did he learn lessons from last time? This time he cuts back a lot earlier. Will that help him out as he goes for the back and forth once again? But this time, Walker is the one who has gotten wise from that one. He covers off, clear around the outside, though. Holy cow! Sanchez learned his own little trick, and that's the one that gets him the spot. Kings knows it. Is he going to try and dare go too wide through fluke blocks? This is not good to do.
No, it's not, but it is going to be gutsy there. He's going to be off into the grass. He saves it for the moment, and he's on by.
He's looking for it as they break deep into the corner. Coming through the Yokohama S, he tries to cut back underneath them with the over-under. Martiali manages to get back ahead, but the job is not done. Franco still vying hard for this podium, and in fact, he sends it in deep into Valvoline. Is it too deep as he goes way wide, but he somehow holds on to it. Now into Ford. The battle carries on, and accelerating off the corner, the wider line helps Ollie finally get into third. It's got a little bit of an overlap, and he's got the right-hand side. DJ seems to to think that's the place to go. Will that be the case? He gains a little bit back, but now it's going to switch back in favor of David Burns. He carries it around the outside with a ton of speed, but he keeps it well, and he's got a nose ahead coming off the corner. Burns has better momentum. He has got it. David Burns will win here in Canada. Very pinched to the bottom. Can he find enough turn-in around this incredibly tight hairpin? He does, and he manages to keep a nose ahead somehow. The battle carries on down into Revolver. Both of them wheel to the inside. Mark File tries to keep him from managing to overtake now that he's finally gotten past Gary Weaver, and he's still having to play defense as they approach Redmond. Penalty for Devotion Sim Racing. They're out and rolling, but they're side by side, and this is a very narrow pit exit. This could be disaster, especially if they block it with a wreck with those behind, but just managing to squeak out, and neither goes off the pit exit line. Side by side with Van Dale to the inside of Siberia, and he manages to keep Pavolano behind once again, but he tries for the over under the car once again, complaining under power.
Yeah, it just looked like the rear tires there spun a little bit. Whoa, thought about a little bit of a move there up through Hayshed, and still thinking about a move coming up through Lukey Heights. That's going to be Pavolano sending it in deep.
Brunschweiler to the inside of the pair of them. That might not necessarily be the best line unless he can get it woed up in time. He's the bravest on the brakes, and he is going to get it. Wow, the 4 moves up to 5th in a 2-1 move.
Careful through turn 5. That's a little bit, flirting with disaster was BJ Fulton. Here he comes on the charge.
He's got the speed, but he's around the outside of turn 6, and he takes it. Can he keep it on the track? Yes, he does. Coming down. Oh, and he clips the grass. Can he woe it up into the corner? Somehow he does. They remain side by side through 3 and 4, now into 5. Reynolds backs out again. I think he knows the risks here. I think he knows he needs to make that move stick. And he's going to try and go around the outside here through the carousel. There's banking here. He could maybe use it to his advantage, and he's not quite there. Once again, David shuts the door, and now they come side by side down through the chutes. Will he be able to cover him off? He does. Weaving back to the left-hand side. Reynolds is trying everything. The kitchen sink is being thrown at it. Once again, the long way around through the toe of the boot. This time he can't shut the door, but it's going to be the inside with another right-hand turn for shut. And I think that's Adams Jr., who's got a good shot, and he goes up the middle, 3 wide into Lacombe. Is he going to be able to take the lead? Yes, he's got it. They're going to go 3 wide. Sanchez is going to take the win on this one as Trangarade, unfortunately, a little bit slow off the corner himself. Kortsniemi around the outside. Hawkins going to have to send it in deep.
Spin it.
Oh, both of them going a little too hard. Sanchez is going to be the win. Hawkins trying to cut back, as so is Kortsniemi. He gets the run around the outside. Kortsniemi's going to take second as Sanchez wins, and Hawkins winds up in 3rd. Does he have it down? Is he going to be able to be past at the line? He's pulling the move. He's up alongside as they come to the line. This is going to be close. Is Brown going to be past him as they cross? It's going to be Brown barely over him at the line by 0.02 of a second. Side by side between Burns and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt has the inside, but not a nose ahead at first. Under braking, it starts to go back ahead. They're going to go wheel to wheel through here, giving each other space. Now it's a drag race, DJ, on who gets to the line first.
And it's going to be a shorter line there for David Burns, but it's not giving any room by Johan Vanderbilt. They're going to dive down into the corner. Little bit of bumping and banging, but who's it going to be? I think it's Burns by 0.22 of a second.
If these 3 wreck, Charles Sumner and James O'Brien could win this race. Coming up on the high side, Taylor Stout tries to use the run, and now it is a push from Goodell on Chris Hudson on the bottom. Does he push him the whole way, or does he abandon him? He tries to find the inside. They are going to come together. They're going to come together, and Stout keeps it straight. Taylor Stout will win this race. It's going to be a race to the line. Look at this, a drag race down to it at the end. Will it be Mayorga or Bolton? It's going to be
rolling with a little bit of a squirrely moment there on the bottom as he was snapped tight on the exit of the corner. Christian Challenger trying to stay off the back of Everett. They're going to go 3 wide as they come down the front stretch with Travis Worley on the bottom. There's contact. They still keep going.
Whirling all the way to the bottom, but he doesn't have the speed. He's pinched too far to the inside. Challenger on the high side. He's going to be able to get the nose ahead. We are going green to the finish. Abramitis has the inside, but can he get it off the corner? He is much faster coming through there. Is there damage on Challenger? Abramitis is ahead, but it's going to be a race to the line. Who is going to get it? Abramitis takes the win by 7 thousandths of a second. The top 5 were only 7 hundredths between each other. Unbelievable finish.